mightyphotos.com.
Yeah, good luck. Now then, she's turned her hand to singing, dancing, acting, alongside being a UN ambassador, a mum, songwriter, author. She thinks she'd give other people a chance to do some stuff. And to think it all began with a certain Turkish game show. Ah, yes, we hadn't forgotten. I bring you the one and only Miss Geri Halliwell.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Look at me. You can take it all because this face is free. Maybe next time use your eyes and it's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen.
Samantha Jones, how are you?
Great, Phoebe. How are you?
Mama, I love you. Mama, my friend. You're
Just great times, but of all of those things, I'm just looking at you in Sex and the City going, I can't believe you're in that. It's just so amazing.
All my girlfriends loved it that I was on that show.
Really?
Yeah, and I loved that show. So
Did you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, I did. I was like, wow, I'm such a big fan.
And how is Kim Cattrall?
She's so nice.
Is she?
Really lovely.
Are they a nice team?
I only met her.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm sure it's like any team, you have a little bit of, you know, friction or, you know, it's
Sure.
like a family. But yeah, it was an amazing experience.
That's
Interesting.
great.
I'm a lucky
As an
girl.
outsider walking in and looking at it, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Did you get to kind of rummage through the wardrobe backstage?
The stylist, you know, who's very famous, I've forgotten her name.
I know,
you know,
I can't
she
think now.
dressed me, so it was like, wow.
Fabulous.
So that was kind of cool. In very little.
Is it,
Yeah, I know.
Is it Trisha Field?
That's it.
Trisha Field.
Yeah, amazing.
I you know,
Well done,
in the interest of fairness and honesty, I didn't just get that out of my head. That's down
You're
my.
very
We have a very
metrosexual,
quick
really,
team.
aren't you,
yeah,
Philip?
we have a very quick
Wow,
team.
a
No,
new
I
side
just
to you.
have good hearing.
He's the oracle. You literally ask him anything and it's there.
You do learn about a lot on the
Oh,
show.
tell me about it.
I think so.
Absolutely
Arrange that
everything.
thing.
Yeah.
Particularly today, lots of
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you sort of put that compilation together and you see everything that you've done, travel the world, had a fantastic career, hugely fulfilling. When that finishes, I suppose there must be, and it obviously hasn't, it didn't stop dead, but that part of your life changed. Does it leave a void? You think, right, okay, what am I going to do now? How can I do a bit of good? What will I do with myself now?
I think naturally as you evolve and mature as a person, different things fulfill you. Like I'm a mother now, and that's really grounded me, as you are.
Yes.
And I think it puts everything in perspective. And now I work for the United Nations. I've worked for them for about 10 years, and the meaning of that has changed for me as well. You know, how I see the world. And I think in life you want light and shade. Like this programme, you deal with light, fluffy stuff, but then equally it's important to know what's really going on in the world, I think, as a human being.
So tell us about your trip to Nepal. What were you doing out there?
Okay, so the UN sent me out there, and my job basically is to bring attention to certain issues, and I went out to meet all the women and learn stories about how they live, culture. But then equally, they want to change in certain things. They don't have the same rights as we have. They've only just owned their own property in the last few years. But as soon as they get married, they have to. They don't. And then the new Prime Minister, and he basically is trying to change things. But do you know what I mean? He's forward-thinking. He wants to educate women and look after their maternal health.
Well, it's very much, as from a Western point of view, an emerging country.
Yes.
But how do they take to a Westerner wandering in and saying, well, that's not the way we do it?
I was quite mindful of that, because you can't just go into somebody's country and say, you should do it like us, because actually I think we can learn a lot about the country, and the women were so inspiring. They get together, they support each other, had little co-ops, and would fund each other to go to the hospital when they can't afford it and things like that.
That's real girl power.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. But equally, my presence apparently gave the confidence for that new Prime Minister, and it's a coalition, so he's under a lot of pressure to speak out about, violence against women, because there was a Western presence there. He suddenly thought, OK, this is cool to do it. So it's kind of like, it's being, having that diplomacy to go, pleased to meet you, and we can learn from each other, basically. exactly.
Well, but your whole relationship with the UN is that, you know, sort of the approach to women's health and welfare around the world.
Yeah. Because what I've learned, which is really interesting, okay, so our whole country's in recession right now. So, and I was thinking, why would the UK be interested in supporting other countries when we're struggling ourselves economically? But actually, what I learned is that when we are funding, you know, developing countries like Nepal, okay, millions of New York with Sarah Brown and all of the leaders, they're all meeting together, you know, the big leaders of the world, but all the kind of politicians' wives, and we've got Murdoch's wife, they're all getting together to remind them to keep the focus on looking after women's well-being, because actually our economy would improve, you know, poverty would improve, climate would improve. It's kind of like looking after the baseline of humanity.
Make those small steps.
That's what I've
down
learned.
there and
I didn't
affect
realise
everything.
that.
Yeah.
So it's been, you know, educating me, sort of sharing that. That's why I wanted to come on, really.
Well, talking about something completely different.
Yes.
Last Wednesday, you and the girls all got back together.
We did.
Victoria wasn't there, which has obviously sparked all rumours where
I
everybody's
know, I was
going...
texting her at the same time. Like, whenever we get together, I have to say, when one's missing, it always feels like she's missing out. You can't cope with it. It's quite funny.
Well, you know that everyone else is going to be looking and going,
Yeah, of course.
oh, now...
No, I was texting her and we missed her, so it's really fun when we
But
get
also,
together.
it must be frustrating for you guys as a bunch of mates to get together, and every single time you sit down and have a meal, everyone's saying, oh, they're getting back together again. It's happening all over again.
Emma's watching. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's a bit of both, because fundamentally we are friends first and foremost. We started out that way, that very strong friendship, and obviously there's the, you know, the career and, you know, the music evolved through that friendship, I think. So, you know, whatever happens afterwards is a bonus. We always talk about creative, you know, plans, possibilities, definitely.
And did you talk about them at that supper?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What are your creative plans and possibilities?
Do you know, right now, I'll be honest, we're gathering information and thinking about
On what?
Information on what?
about possibilities, but I wouldn't share that until... It's like, I don't like... When you're kind of evolving a creative plan, you don't share it to the world until it's
Until it's
concrete.
finished.
No, that's fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but give us a
we'll
clue.
always think
But
about...
that does sound quite exciting.
We go a long way back, don't we?
Yeah, so you can share a bit
Oh,
with
it's
me.
just between you and
No,
I.
just give me a bit of a clue.
Maybe a hint, and I'm new.
Tell me
so...
about you and Holly. How
No,
do you get along?
don't you throw up a
How is
smoke
it?
not what
screen.
it's
You go
about.
way back. I'm
Well,
swerving
listen,
like a politician.
In which case, no, I won't make you swear anymore. Do me a favour then. If your plans do cement
I'll be the
themselves,
first
come
to
back.
tell Holly.
Ah, that would be lovely. Thanks,
Actually,
Geri.
my mother said, say hello to Holly. I like that girl. She's Spanish.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Hi, Geri's mum.
I think she's doing incredibly well.
Oh, Geri, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
She is. And thank you very much indeed. And what we'll do is we'll put all the details on the website of the trip to Nepal.
Yeah,
and
it's
how
just
you
an
can help
awareness
if you
thing,
want to
so
get
we know
involved.
what's going on.
Yeah, good.
That's all.
And thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
so
on.
much
Thank
for
you.
having me.
So
on
we'll
the
see you
show.
very
Geri.
soon when
Thank
your
you.
plans come to fruition. Morning, Emma. You as well.